Hello Libra, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back, and for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Libra, this is going to be your mid-December reading for 2023. It's a little bit late, so we're going to run this for the rest of the year, but remember the timing. It's when you come across it, it's when it's supposed to be, right? So here's a reason that Spirit has held me up on getting things out. We'll leave that at that. So Libra, this will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that's you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always discern the messages, flip the roles, so on and so forth. Libra, what I heard from Spirit, and it kind of was like a sombering message to me, was you're feeling the void right now. This could be a mix, and Spirit's directing me. Excuse me. It took on my throat. You could be feeling the void and then trying to fill the void. So what this void is, I'm not sure. We're gonna jump in. Oh my goodness gracious, and see what's going on. I kind of feel like right now you could be picking. I just sat here picked a lint off my sweater. Picking at things. You know, it's almost like nitpicking, picking things apart. There's a lot of mental energy, and you guys, air signs. There it is, communication, mental, you know, things going on. But it feels a little sad to me. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is supposed to be, Spirit is saying to you, for a lot of you, the most wonderful time of the year, but yet something is not quite sitting right with you. Something does not feel quite right in the heart space. Your body could be hurt. I just feel like you're not feeling your best, Libra. Despite maybe looking forward to the holidays, maybe you enjoy giving presents or getting things, you know, whatever it is. But it's like something is amiss. Something is off. Okay, it's a very somber energy. It's like you're there, but you're not there. Okay, so you guys, those are the intuitives right off the bat. Take it for what it is. I feel like you're seeking refuge. Whether it's with somebody or something, maybe you feel like only one person in the world understands you. It's a very interesting energy, Libra, and I'm surprised to kind of see you guys in this right now. I'm going to be honest with you. Conclusions, visions, and success showing up. Let's see before I speak on that. I feel like you're looking, instead of the things that you have accomplished, Libra, I feel like you're looking at the negatives or the cons of situations in a particular area of life right now. Let's see. High Priestess of Earth, needing to ground your energy, invisible. I'm telling you, it's like, what did I just say? I forget what I said already. Messages are not for me, they're for you guys, right? So I'm just the conduit. Sometimes it doesn't click right, you know, it doesn't stick with me sometimes. Energy of 3, this could be outside of yourself, seeking refuge outside of yourself as well. But this is, there could be, Spirit is using the word indiscrepancies of what has been said and what has been done. You know, it's almost like there's 3, and what caught my attention, what I thought was interesting, there's one book here talking about endings and conclusions, right? There's one book here that is completely closed. That chapter is done. The book is done. It's been read. You've got this one open, this one open, this one open. So you could be maybe reading various bits of information, almost closing something out. You could be reading, researching, writing things down as well. But your energy is split in different directions, obviously, here with this. And Spirit just said, it's like, if you feel like you can't draw a conclusion, then what do you do? So very, very interesting energy here, Libra. That invisible sitting on the bottom, again, another 7. 777, prosperity, luck, abundance, though. I feel like you feel there's a storm rolling in. This could be that feeling as well that nothing is quite sitting right because you know something is coming. And it's kind of wanting to pretend, this invisible is like wanting to pretend that it doesn't exist. There's like the elephant in the room, and we don't want to address it. Okay. Spirit is saying something is done. Something is done, and it may be one of the hardest lessons with these books that you could have ever learned, and it's like you don't know what to do with that. And you know, Libra, I'm not trying to, I feel like I beat you guys up right now, and I have been, I think, for like the last 2 months or so. And I've said this before in the other videos, and I'll probably end up saying this forever, so, you know, feel free to fast forward this part if you want to. But you guys are going through an incredible change, and it's happening. And take these videos for you to learn and grow from, not as you didn't do it right or get down on yourself. This is time to be compassionate with yourself, understanding that our perception to things are allowed to change, and that just because we thought we had it figured out and maybe we didn't, doesn't mean that we are stupid or we are all these horrible things that we can tell ourselves. This is just a learning curve. It's going to be on how you take it. And yes, sometimes it is a humbling experience to have to sit with that energy, but it's bringing you back down to earth. That grounded energy, it's bringing your head out of the clouds and putting your ass in a seat, and it's saying pay attention. So don't see it as a bad thing. Okay, it might hurt like hell, but it's not a bad thing. All right, and your success is going to lie on the other side of understanding those lessons. So what is in Libra's energy right now, Spirit? What's Libra looking like? Financially, you guys could be looking to invest or do something different in the new year. Spirit's specifically pointing out Bitcoin. So I don't know if you're in the market on that kind of stuff or what. I don't know shit about it. But, you know, so I'm definitely not the one to talk to about that stuff. So, let's see. What is in Libra's energy? I said pain, right? Spirit said you may feel like there's more where that came from. 8 of Wands energy. Getting news of confirmation, or news or confirmation of something that emotionally affects you and then potentially could affect your stability, your finances as well. It's incoming news, communication. Libra, see, and you're holding on to news of something that may be affecting your finances right now, and that's kind of part of this, maybe where this discontentment is coming in from right now as well. So give me 1 second. The little lady needs additional time on Spotify. I'm sure she's in there dancing and doing her jig. And I said about those threes, right? 3 of Swords. There's 3 cutting points to this. There's 3 avenues here of life that are affecting you right now, and there's an ending here. Spirit is saying that is not being accepted. And you know, how do I put this to you guys? When I'm looking at these books, what I'm being drawn to is the fact that there's one that's open dead center in the middle, right? You're in the middle of something here. And I think that it's going to require a lot of work, a lot of effort on your part to fully understand. It's like trying to read the Bible. You got to take your time, you got to read it, you got to decipher it, if that's your thing, or whatever, you know, philosophies of life, whatever the hell you're reading. But it's going to take more time to make sense of the story that's happening and taking place. And this could be the lifelong story. Something here has ended. It is done. It is over with. It's time to close the book. It's time to be done. It's time to walk away. It's time to just say this. It is what it is. It's time to move on. You're trying to start a new one while you're hanging on to the end of a story. You think about it, like if you read a book, a novel, we'll say, you know, and all you can think about is what happened in the last novel, but yet you're trying to start this new one and you can't get out of, you know, I don't know if this is the best example, but we're going with it. You got to get out of the old story so you can get into the new story, and you have to be willing to close that out in order to start anew. right? You don't carry the lines or the plot from a prior story into a new book that you're reading. They're two different things. So it's like you're going through these different areas of life. Some things are asking to be closed out. Other things you're gonna it's like it's an overall scheme of your life, right? It could be like the introduction page that goes, oh, you know, Sarah was so and so and so, and it gives you the grand scheme of things, and then you get into the book and then you get all the details, right? That first book is the one that's kind of coveting your entire life story, and then you've got these chapters in between. You got to decide what you're doing with those. Okay, I hope that's making sense. December 27th is sticking out to me heavily too. Spirit has been pretty good over the years of giving me specific time markers. I mean, down to the T. And I've had over the years people come back and go, yeah, that specific day, this specific thing happened. So I will say that I would definitely pay attention to December 27th for you specifically. What's going on around you, or who you might be dealing with. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody is feeling abundant. I feel like you could feel left out. How do I want to... It's like somebody is unbothered by something here. And this is going to be outside of you. This is what's going on around you. There's a couple people, I would say, that are unbothered by maybe your situation or looking at your situation. Harvest, finding their wish fulfillment, feeling stable and secure. And you could be looking at this. This could be part of that heartbreak, is like you looking at this, because it's like you're looking at those 3 cups. Those 3s again. Those 3s are so heavy for you guys. Spirit's trying to hand you something else to direct your attention to, and you're looking at the losses. You're looking at what hasn't served you. You're looking at what just sits there. But there's a new way, there's a new opportunity at hand. But you have to pick your head up. You have to be willing to look at it. It's like taking those 3 cups with that Sun card and seeing the beauty in the things. It's like looking, Spirit is saying, looking at the blessings that you've had. You know, like in our darkest of days, I tell people all the time, when I used to do new moon events and full moon events, we had the gratitude sheet. No less than 10 things of everything that you're grateful and appreciative for. Why? Because on our worst days, it gives us something to refocus on that says, but I have these things, or I have this love in my heart, or my body is taking care of me today. There's always something to be grateful and appreciative for. And I feel like that's kind of what Spirit is asking you, is like, maybe you feel like you don't have something that somebody else does, but you probably have something that they don't have. Okay, so just pay attention to that energy. The other thing I've noticed is, like with the clock, and this has caught my attention a couple of times now, I'm thinking we're further ahead time-wise in this video than we are. You could feel like time is standing still. You could feel like things are not moving or progressing the way that you would like them to. You could feel like you're constantly waiting and waiting and waiting on something to happen, or like just the days seem to be really like dragging out as well. So, all right, what do you need to be aware of with Libra? What does Libra need to be aware of? Strength card. 7 of Swords, King of Wands, the Tower on the bottom underneath the Strength, the Hermit, 2 of Cups. Pay attention to your anger. With this Tower, this King of Wands, and the 7 of Swords in the reverse with the Strength card, you know, she's taming. I've said this before, right? Traditional meaning of the Strength card, she's taming the beast, or trying to tame the beast. But I think that this is about you taming the self. This is about you working on yourself, learning. Spirit is saying when to shut your mouth, Libra. Learning when not to say certain things, or do certain things, or react in a certain way. And I feel like sometimes it pops off for you, and you're like, you don't want to look at it from the perspective of the reasons you shouldn't have. It's just, well, these are the reasons I had to. Okay, so be mindful. Be mindful of that. Unforeseen. What else does Libra need to know, Spirit? 5 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. I can't reiterate enough the perception around a situation, but it's also like you could feel loss, regret, remorse, and see somebody else living in this 10 of Cups. But you also, what you don't see about this situation is you can take that pain, that loss, and that regret and turn it into your 10 of Cups. Again, the emotional lessons. You guys are, and did I say this or what is this in Taurus's video? You're tied to the heart chakra. We all are tied to a chakra center in the body. And for Libra and Taurus, it is the heart. It is learning to deal with those emotions. It is learning self-love, compassion, what true love is, you know, the kindness that comes with that loving space, to be in that space of love. And that is a challenge for you guys, you know, so work on that. So the unforeseen spirit, the devil, King of Cups, that's emotional manipulation at its finest. It is falsified, spirit saying hopes, beliefs, ideas around something being tied to the temptation of what you think love is. And there's the moon. Libra, there's a strong pull to understand your definition of love or what has been taught to you. You could be learning massive lessons right now around love in the heart space. When you have the King of Cups, who is the most stable, most emotionally mature individual that has ever existed, right? Like he's got it going on. He knows how he feels. He desires how he feels. He's balanced. He comes in fairness. He gives love. Maybe he's not as nurturing as the Queen of Cups, right? Or the Empress, but he's emotionally mature. This devil to me is signifying, and I don't see this as a good thing when it's tied to the three of Swords on this side. It's like your ideas of love is fantasy. It is made up illusions. It is tied to the tangible things. You could be a person who is a giver. You know, like there are people in this world, and I'm not saying this is you, Libra. Maybe you're dealing with somebody like this. You know, so again, place it where it fits in your world. But people will buy love instead of giving love. You know, presents, not presents, that type of thing. But it's caught in the temptation of things. It's caught in those instant gratification moments. It's only here as a temporary high and then it leaves. It's emotionally manipulative. It's just in that moment. That could be something that you are starting to see within yourself or grapple with. The cat is in the Christmas presents. Of course he is. He's insane. He doesn't, well, I don't know. He's got Christmas presents under the tree my daughter wrapped, so who knows? Who knows what he's going to find over there? All right, outcome here for Libra. Check your Knight of Cups with the Page of Wands. So many people love the Page of Wands. Me, in the original tarot, I am not a fan of the Page of Wands. There's a couple of them that I'm not a fan of, and this is one of them. Especially when I've got, and I talked about that emotional manipulation, so I've got the Devil and the Knight of Cups sitting here side by side. Page of Wands, he's an opportunistic prick. Call it for what it is. Where can I start? Where can I gain some traction? Is what I'm getting here with this. I don't know, Libra. Yeah, he's going after what he wants with little regard for anybody else. I'm not a fan. I'm not digging it. I'm not digging it at all. All right, let's dive in here. Hey, no. Hold on one second, guys. All right, Libra, so sorry. The cat talking about temptation. He's over there chewing on the ribbons on the Christmas presents and thought that eating them would be a good idea. God. All right. Anyhow, now that catastrophe has been avoided, All right, Three of Swords. What's going on here, Spirit? Three of Swords for Libra. Let's clarify, please. High Priestess, Four of Swords, Five of Wands. Or Pentacles. So, Seven of Swords, Two of Cups. Where there was a position of something here, Libra, that you knew was supposed, like, I'm going to say knew was supposed to come together, could have come together differently. There was a need to trust your intuition, and I feel like you were sleeping on it. It's like, you know, you look at the High Priestess, she's a keeper of secrets, right? As I always say. But she needs to trust her intuition. And I feel like where you know you need to take a pause. You need to reflect. You need time to heal. You need time to grieve, to understand this Three of Swords energy. It's this internal conflict. That Five of Wands for me most often is internal conflict. And that's what they're giving me. And it's like you could be fighting with yourself against your better judgment. You could be fighting with others against your better judgment. Needing to take a time out from this situation, or wanting to take a time out. That invisible too is checking out on the things that are happening around you because you just don't want to deal with it anymore. But it's like, but whatever this pain is, this discontentment in relation to a Two of Cups, you're holding on and letting go in the same breath. It's like self-deception at its finest, Libra. And this pain, these difficult intermotional, is that a word? I don't know, it is now. Turmoil that you're feeling is like, I know I need to heal. I know something has to change. But you're coming through in fire energy. That aggressive, assertive, this is the way. But it's almost like it's starting to dull down, where you're having to sit with some emotions. You're having to recognize what is being held in the heart space. And that's very uncomfortable. And you know that it's there. You know that this discontentment is there. But yet, it's not wanting to address it is how this feels. Okay? And again, Spirit is reiterating to me, this is around your foundations. Take a look too, Libra, as to where you've lived the last, I don't know how many years, but they're talking 3 moves. Have you had 3 moves? Whether did you leave home, buy a starter house, and then move in with your person? You know, like whatever those 3 moves are too, there's something about 3 moves. Where did your journey start and where is it at right now? Okay, because I feel like where you're at right now, something is ending to move you forward. Okay, so let's see. 9 of Pentacles, interesting message with that. Knight of Wands again. You could feel somebody, now in this deck, I'm a little more favorable to the Knight of Wands. 6 of Cups. You could see somebody, you could feel that they are acting immaturely, I will say that. But whoever this is, whatever this is outside you, I feel like this is triggering you. 6 of Cups, this could have been a soulmate, or is a soulmate. Where this, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. They're emotionally mature. They're handling things in an emotionally mature manner, and it's like they're trying to bring something together. 3 of Cups. They're trying to be supportive of you, but you're seeing this as, Spirit said, insult to who you are, because it's like you're sitting with this pain. You're seeing them live happy and carefree, abundantly. You could feel this person is affecting your finances as well. But at the end of the day, and I feel like this came out for you guys. I don't know if it was the weekly or what, but this came out before, something like this. But it's like, you could be done with the Pisces as well. Pisces is popping up too. And then you've got Leo, Capricorn as well. But it's like, whatever this situation is, it's forcing you to mature. That can be the very uncomfortable thing. We go through these mass awakenings, and like when we could be, 35 years old and thinking we're mature and we're grown and we've got a job and we take care of our house, we're mature. Are you emotionally mature? How are you handling yourself? So this is like a reflective, that soulmate energy is reflecting something back to you for the purpose of your growth. You just may not see it as growth. And then again, another 3, right? Something here is trying to support you, whether you know it or not. Again, head down, I don't think you see it that way. I think you've got a different version of what your 9 of Cups looks like. What is the Strength card about for Libra? The Emperor. I told you, trying to control and master your emotions comes out on the Strength card. 9 of Wands. That fiery energy, right? It's the wounded warrior. Hangman. You're going to have to, if you're feeling like your thoughts are carrying you away right now, you're going to have to get your thoughts in check. You know, the Emperor, he has put in the work to get to where he is, and you could feel like you've already put in the work. You've already done X, Y, and Z. I've already done this. I've already tried that. But here's the thing, Libra. You're waking up to something else. 2 of Swords. She's getting ready to take that blindfold off. You're getting ready to see something, Libra, that it is a whole new perception with that Hangman. That I don't think you're prepared on an emotional level to understand. But it's like Spirit is coming in and they're going to bum rush you with this. And it's like, what's going on? It's going to move you forward. It is going to propel you forward. It is going to help you make moves. You just have to go with it. It's what's happening, right? Aries season could be important to you. Pisces, Aries season. So the beginning of the end of, here's another ending and beginning, right? The end of the zodiac year, the beginning of a new one. Pisces is the end, Aries is the beginning. All right, what is Capricorn, or what is Capricorn about? What is the Devil about? 9 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Again, that 9 of Pentacles coming in. Spirit just said a sense of entrapment to a particular situation as well. Somebody is holding back or not. You may feel like they're not giving. But it's like, I feel like it's that Page of Pentacles is like a non-trusting kind of energy. Whether they don't trust you, you don't trust them. You're not trusting the situation, trying to hold on to something. 8 of Pentacles. This, again, Tower. The Lovers, the Queen of Swords. I almost said Taurus. Maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Libra. I can't help but feel there is obsession over somebody who is doing well. And you may feel like they're secretive, like they're not giving you knowledge and information. You know that they're working behind the scenes. If you've had a tie to somebody for years, there's something about this particular situation you're hanging on to. It doesn't even have to be years. Whatever it hits home, okay? There's an eruption with this Tower ready to take place. It's coming. And I feel like you're hanging on to a situation, or it could be the other side. Whoever this is mastering a craft. They're mastering a skill set. They may not be sharing this with other people because it too affects their stability. You may feel ignored. Spirit is saying withdrawn. But it's funny because, again, those energies are being mirrored. So you could be in this energy and so is this other person. This situation, right? And this... You know, we have those karmic soulmates. That's what this is. It is a karmic soulmate. Don't bank happily ever after on a karmic soulmate, because it'll blow up in your face every single time. Okay? Knight of Cups. What is this about for the outcome? 3 of Pentacles. I just heard being forced to work with something or somebody. Empress and that Tower showing up again. That is a radical new beginning. Libra, I feel like you are, that, you know, that void energy, you're not feeling the vibe. Like, no matter how certain people or certain situations approach you, you're not feeling a vibe. And I don't think you recognize this yet, but there's likely to be a point sometime next year in 2024 where you get up and you walk away from everything. And I'm not trying to scare the shit out of you, and it won't be for everybody. It's going to happen. It could be a job. You could just, you know, June rolls around and you're like, you know what, I'm sick of this job. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm out. It could be a person. It could be a place. It could be a family member. It could be all kinds of things. A friendship group. It could be people you work with. People, situations, things can only offer so much, and then you have to be reciprocal to it. And that Four of Cups with that Three of Pentacles says to me, I'm not interested in working with this. I'm here, like I said earlier. You're here, but you're not here. Three of Wands, it's getting up and going. It's creating a distance between you and a situation. And then you've got the Tower, again, underneath. To me, at some point you're going to get to a point that you're tired and you're going to walk away from this. And you probably need to. It needed to happen. You know, so I feel like throughout the end of December, Libra, the focus is on what you feel like you're missing. And or what feels empty, what feels hollow. It's feeling hollow inside. Needing to go in and resolve the inner conflict of why the fight. You know, it's one thing to fight, it's another if it has no true end goal, if it's going to continue on. You know, to have fight and perseverance in ourselves is one thing, but what are you even fighting for? Okay? So what's the advice for Libra? What's the advice for Libra in December? What is the advice for Libra, Spirit? Quieting the mind. I told you, a lot of mental energy. Needing to take a time out with that Four of Swords and give yourself the rest that you need. I do feel like, it's funny because I don't feel like you're thinking so much of like what could be. You just have this idea of what it was, like the expectation, I guess, for lack of better words, of how this was going to work, whatever this was. And another book storyteller. Spirit said, make sure you're telling the truth. So maybe it's you or someone you're dealing with, but make sure you're telling the truth. Stop giving yourself falsified illusions. Quit making up stories in your mind. Quiet the mind, if that's what you're doing. Okay? Like, remember, the story you tell yourself comes to life, too. Spirit of gratitude, what I say earlier, in the example I gave, like that, those 10 things, right? Listen to the peace around you. Take in what it is that you know. Take in how far you've come. This journey is about your power of purpose. Where you're going, where you're aiming for, what you're shooting for. If you want true, genuine connections, you have to be appreciative of the ones that you've already had, whether they were good or bad. Advice, close encounters. The rose's kiss, a tall tale. Spirit said some things are not meant to last. That tall tale, we've got Pinocchio, he's a fibber, right? He doesn't tell the story and his nose grows every time. Close encounters. If you're not, I just said make sure you're telling the truth, right? When you don't, you lose every time. Whether this is a truth to you, to yourself, to somebody else. Libra, I love what I do. I absolutely love it. But it's hard to deliver tough messages. There are two individuals. One is bypassing the other. I could cry. I'm going to be honest with you. It kind of got me emotional. It's not meant for this lifetime. I feel like you guys feel trapped. I feel like you guys feel caged in something. And this could be soulmates, karmic relationships, right? That karmic soulmate. For some of you, this is just soulmate energy, learning to be grateful and appreciative of what it is that you've had. Stop telling yourself stories. Get based in reality. That high priestess of earth, bring yourself back down to reality. But something here, you are meant to have an encounter with them just for a little while. You are meant to come through just enough to learn a lesson. And now it's done. Close the book. You're going to have to let it go. My heart feels heavy for you. Libra, I'm leaving it there. I hope that this reading helped. Hope that it resonated for you in some way. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal reads are open and available. That is in the description box below, the About section of the page, or reach out to me at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. Side note to that, Facebook, Indigo Moon WV is where you can find me on there as of right now. I have some end of the year deals going on with crystals, herbs, all kind of great stuff. And they are marked down immensely for the end of the year. So go on there, check that out. Those sales are not being reflected on the website at this time. So you can check those out, place your order through the business page with Indigo Moon WV, and we will send you an invoice and do all that good stuff, okay? And work with you and just provide your email and things like that. Libra, new year, new you. New year, new start, okay? Sending you guys a ton of love. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.